Impact community. I am so glad to be talking to you today. I promised that Coach Selena here, I would come on and explain a little bit about SMART goals to you. I bet a lot of you have heard of them before, as some of you may have even used them before, but I want to give some clarity to how they can be even more helpful to you in this season. If you've been following me, you know that now is the time to start working on your goals for next year, those goals for 2023. You want to start thinking about it now before the hecticness of the holidays come up and interrupt your thinking and your visioning and losing steam, so that when January rolls around and you're tired from the holidays, you don't have to come up with your goals then. You already have them. You can pull them out, and all you have to do then is just get started. So I teach my clients to do SMART goals, okay? There are some resources that I have been giving to you guys about how to work your goals. The goals worksheet that I have been sharing has been off the charts, super helpful for people, and it is a free resource. So if you just type goals in the comments or send me a DM, goals, I will send you that free resource. You can get started with it right away. It helps you break down all of the goal setting process, but I'm going to zero in on setting SMART goals and how you get those working for you. I also have the Design Your Life workshop, and you can take an even deeper dive with me on goals for next year there, and it's through my Teachable course. So just click on the link in my bio to find out more about that. But now to the SMART goals. I think you guys are going to want to get out your pen and paper so you can jot some notes. This is going to be chock full of information that will be really helpful to you as you get to working on your goals, okay? So what I'm going to do is take you through each of the letters. I'll explain what they are in a minute. I'll take you through each of the letters and then an example goal that you might work on, that and how the letters in the SMART acronym help you get a lot of clarity and direction on how this goal will be helpful to you. So first, we'll start with just the acronym SMART. And I like to expand it and say SMARTer, add an ER at the end. So the letters stand for S, specific, M, measurable, A, attainable, R, realistic, T, time-based, the E stands for evaluate, and the R at the end stands for reward. Super fun part that you don't want to miss is the reward, right? So now I'm going to unpack how each of those can help you get clarity around a goal. Some goals are super easy to write and to come up with and make them fit into the SMART acronym and make them a really reasonable goal, especially goals around finances, numbers, career, a lot of health goals. You can make them specific, measurable. I'm going to lose 10 pounds by this time and I'll reward myself with a new outfit, right? Or I'm going to save $100 by this time and I'm going to buy X, right? This gets specific, measurable, attainable, easy. Where it's hard is when we have a less concrete goal. And these are often the types of goals that are important to us to achieve, but they're hard to figure out. How do you pin it down? And I help my clients with this all the time. So I just want to take you through like a mini coaching session of what this might look like for you. We're going to use the goal of, I'd like to be a better parent. Who couldn't identify with that, right? We all want to improve on our parenting. Or maybe you can put this on another job title that you have. I want to be a better X, whatever that is. And so I'm going to step you through with how we take that through the SMARTER acronym, and we take just this abstract goal or vision that we have and get it a whole lot more concrete and where we can actually make steps to making that happen. Okay, so we'll start with specific. If we're looking at, I want to be a better parent, well, how can I make that specific? Think about a question like this. What are 3 things that are important to you with parenting? Personally, I might say something like spending quality time with my kids, being a good listener to them, and maybe teaching them a life lesson like doing their chores consistently. Those 3 things, I think if I could do well at those 3 things, I would be a better parent than I am now, right? Then, so we've gotten more specific. I'm not just a better parent, I'm spending more quality time, I am listening better to them, and I'm teaching them something, a skill that I want them to develop. Already specific. Now, how do we make that measurable? Now, this is one that I use a lot with my clients, and it's a ranking system. And I ask the question like this: where would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 with that goal now? So, and it could be each of those 3 ways. So I might say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much quality time do I spend with my children? I might say like a 7. How much quality listening do I give to my children? I might have to say a 3. I feel like I need a lot of growth in that area, right? And then how much, what skill would I like them to learn, and where are we with that? And I would assign a number 1 to 10 on that. Then here's the key. What would make it a 10? In other words, what things do I need to learn? What activities do I need to perform? What can I do in order to be? And so then we're getting really specific and measurable with how we can take this goal of, I just want to be a better parent, to something that we actually can make quality moves and quality tracks with. Okay? Next is attainable. So we want to set a goal that is attainable for us. And what I want you to think about in relation to attainable is, what is your season of life, and what can you reasonably expect from yourself to grow? This is a little bit related to the time one, how much time you can devote to it, what other responsibilities you have going on. So how can you make this attainable? What is the season of life that you're in, and what kind of growth can you reasonably expect from yourself, knowing that it's just not going to be perfect? Realistic goes very much along with that. Time-based comes here, and this is where you want to give yourself deadlines along the way, right? So going back to my goal of, I want to be a better parent, I want to improve on quality time, on listening, and on teaching them a valuable skill. I might say, hey, you know what? By the end of this year, I would like to move from being a 7 of quality time with them to an 8. And that means that I have date night with them once a month, whatever that might be. See how we're getting time-based and more specific. Then same thing with the listening, how I want to grow with that, and with the teaching them a skill. So we're adding time to this and end dates along the way to keep us tracked. Finally, evaluate and reward. Those time-based things give you automatic places to evaluate. How are we doing on this goal? How are you coming along? Is it really fitting in the way that you want it to? Do you need to spend more time on it? Do you need to reevaluate it? One of the things, the mindset shifts that I love to help my clients make is stop judging your process on your goals and start evaluating your priorities that are affecting your progress on the goals. Do you hear the difference there? We're not going to say, oh, I'm doing such a bad job on this goal, I'm a terrible parent. We're saying, this part of the goal is a struggle for me. Where are my priorities? And is it how I want them to be? Or do I need to make adjustments? And then reward. Any type of goal, we want to be able to take a moment and celebrate the growth that we're having, celebrate the achievements that we're making along the way, celebrate the difference that having this focus and attention on a goal is bringing to your life, and to those that are the lovely recipients of your goal. How, as a parent with a parenting goal, I want my children to be blessed. Let's celebrate that and reward that together, those blessings, and not just skip on to the next thing that we'd like to accomplish. So I hope that this unpacking helps you get a little bit more smart about the goals that you're setting. Don't forget, you can access my free goals worksheet that will really help you unpack even more how you can get a lot of clarity around your goals so you can make awesome ones for this next year. Just type goals in the comments. And you can also head over to the link in my bio, click on the Design Your Life workshop, and get started with some real, honest coaching work. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know if you have any questions along the way. I can't wait to see what goals you set for yourself and the progress that you make towards